Hello everyone. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and sorry that I'm whispering. I'll explain more on Wednesday when I'm talking about other stuff like my new dorm room and stuff like that. But it's like quiet hours time and I'm still allowed to make videos. I just have to be much quieter. But today I'm gonna be doing my review of Big City Greens Season 1 episode 16B, called Cyberbullies. Yeah, Cyberbullies. And I don't know if it represents a character really. I guess you can call it a cricket episode because cricket stands up to bullies, but I don't know. Yeah, I could call it a cricket episode. So we actually start in a video game in outer space, and you see Cricket and Tilly in spaceships, and they're defeating other spaceships. And wait, no, sorry, not Cricket and Tilly. Cricket and Remy. And we have Tilly is like the mission control, and you also have Remy. Sorry, no. I already said Cricket, Remy, and Tilly. You also have Kiki, Benny, and Wheezy. So you got the whole group. That's really great. Because remember the last time we saw the group was what was it? Cricket's shoes, except Tilly was in the episode by Big Coffee, but the rest of the group was there, so that was pretty cool. And they're collecting the coins, and they're about to leave, because they're done, and then Tilly's like, oh no, 3 unidentified ships are like approaching, and Remy's like, oh no, hope it's not them. And Kiki's like, oh no, it might be them. And Reese's like, oh no. And Betty's like, no, please, not them. And Cricket's like, what are you guys talking about? Because Cricket and Tilly don't know. And then 3 ships with crowns on top show up, and it's all, hey, losers. And and Cricket's like, hey, they got funny hats on. And Remy's like, oh no, it's the Cyber Knights. And and then Kiki's like, Remy, just do what they say. And then the Cyber Knights, like the leaders, like, hey, they have these big blasters, like, hey, Kiki, give us all your coins and then get out of here. And Kiki's like, Remy, don't do anything stupid, just give them the money. And you actually see Tilly, Remy, and Cricket in Remy's mansion where they're playing the game, because Cricket and Tilly don't have any game consoles. So, and that's actually what I predicted in the when I was reading the episode titles and stuff. I was like, they're probably at Remy's house or something. So okay, I was right. Sorry. And then in Cricket, it's like, these guys are wackadoos. And Remy's like, I don't like competition, I should probably just give them the money, right? And Cricket's like, Remy, no, don't do it. And Remy's like, I'm sorry, Cricket. And then he just hands over the money, and the Cyber Knights are laughing, ha ha ha, now get out of here, this is our AstroTurf. And they just all leave, and Cricket's like, hey, I just think you're a bunch of bullies. And Remy's like, Cricket, you can't talk to them like that. He's being back betrayal. and the cybernetics is like, oh, how dare you defy us, bow bow down to us. And Cricket's like no, I'm not bowing down to you, like, and he's like, oh, you better bow down to us. And he's like, oh no, I'm not doing that. And his spaceship just whoosh, away because he turned off the game console. And he's like, that's how you deal with bullies, Remy. And he's like, oh no, beanbag betrayal. And then they go out of Remy's mansion and they head over to Cricket's house. Tilly, Remy, and Cricket, and I'm trying to think what happens next. And then and Cricket's like, yeah, you just need to learn how to stand up for yourself. And Remy's like, wow, I never knew you could just stand up to people like that. And Cricket's like, yeah, you just can't let people walk all over you. That's a Cricket life tip. And Tilly's like, what did she say? I guess you could call this a B plot, but not really. But Tilly's like, oh, a block of cheese is a sometimes snack. That's a Tilly life tip. Okay. And then the Cyberknights come back, and Cricket doesn't know what a drone is. Oh no, it's just a robotic bird. And Remy's like, no, it's the Cyberknights in real life. And he's like, oh hey Cricket, and we're gonna give you the last chance to bow down to us. And Cricket's telling me, oh Remy, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I say it once and I say it again. I'm never gonna bow down to you. Oh, we have many ways to make you comply. We'll hack your email. I don't have an email. Or we'll hack your smartphone. I don't have a smartphone. We'll hack your laptop. I don't got a laptop. We'll hack your handheld tablet. Oh no, not my handheld tablet. Oh no, just kidding. I don't have a handheld tablet. And the leader drone is like, oh my gosh, this guy has no electronics. And Cricket's like, oh yeah, you cyber weenies, you never touch old Cricket Green. And the drone looks at Remy. He's like, oh, we're gonna try a different approach. And Remy's like, oh no, they hacked my phone. And there's like what would be like an Uber or Lyft? He's like, oh, I'm picking up from Remy Remington. And he's like, oh no, there's a mistake, I need to cancel the order. And he's like, okay, I did the you star. Oh no, not my perfect star, 5-star rating. He's like, okay, Cricket, just do what they say and then leave us alone. And then the driver's like, alright, off to the airport. And Cricket's like, hey, like, where'd you go? And the drones went away. And Cricket and Tilly go over and they see Kiki in the trash. And I was like, oh my god, I was thinking what Cricket was thinking. Did they put her in the trash? They knocked over the trash can and brought her out. And he's like, Kiki, do those jerks put you in the trash? Like, and she was like, and this was pretty dumb. And she's like, no, I put myself in the trash. And just like Cricket, I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, I was playing my Nintendo Twist, which is like a Nintendo Switch. Okay. And he's like, and they erased all my data. And they're like, I'm like, and that's why you put yourself in the trash? And then they're like, oh, that's awful. And then they see the Cyberknights drones go over to the park, and they're heading to the park, and Kiki just puts herself back in the trash. What the heck? I don't know. I found that like kind of dumb, so I'm taking a point out for that. And you see Benny and Weezy playing like a race car, and Benny's like, hey Weezy, can I play? He's like, okay. And he just hops on the car. He's like, okay, live life. And then the controller gets hacked by the Cyberknights, and the car is on top with Benny attacks Weezy, and now they're just both knocked out. And Cricket's like, hey, knock it off. And Remy came back and said, hey Cricket, I called Vasquez, his bodyguard, to pick me up from the airport, and I found Kiki in the middle of the street. So she went out the trash can and went in the middle of the street. I don't know exactly what happened, so I'm not gonna take a point off of why were you in the middle of the street. And she's like, I have nothing now. And she's like, why did you have to upset them, Cricket? Why, Cricket? And he's like, I don't know. And he's like, oh Cricket, are you ready to bow down to us? He's like, no, I'm never gonna bow down to you. You think you're so high and mighty and big, being behind all your gizmos and gadgets. Why don't you face me face to face? It's, oh, you wanna go against our true forms? And you see 3 kids on these like hover things, in these wheels, and and Cricket's like, oh, Remy's like, oh, it's the Cyber Knights, and Cricket's like, oh, I thought they have swords or something. And the leader is obviously a girl. Okay, he's like, oh, Cricket, you're ready to bow down to us, and he's like, I speak for all of us when we are not afraid to stand up to you. And he's like, where did everyone go? Until he's right by him, he's his sister and brother. Awesome. Hey, Cricket, everyone is hiding because they're too afraid to stand up to the bullies. And then, you see Remy, Kiki, Benny, Weezy hiding. And Cricket's like, Cricket until you go to them. And Cricket's like, hey guys, what are you doing? We need to stand up to them. And Kiki's like, no, Cricket, you may have nothing to lose, but they'll be torturing us for the rest of our lives. And Kiki, not Kiki, Benny's like, we're slaves to the system, and Weezy, it's not easy being Weezy, and oh, that's too bad, Weezy. And Kiki, Benny, and Weezy go home, well, to the separate homes, and Kiki's like, come on guys, let's go home and change all of our passwords. And Remy and Cricket's like, alright, fine, I'm gonna fight for all of us, even if you don't want to fight for yourselves. And they look at him and they just walk away. And Cricket's looking at Remy, and Remy's hiding behind a tree. And Cricket's like, Remy, you're gonna be with me, right? And he's like, I don't know, Cricket, I don't want any more trouble. If you just leave, if you just do what they say, they'll leave us alone. And Cricket's like, no, that's why we had to stand up to them. They're being mean for no reason at all. And Remy's like, I don't know what to do. And there's like a 3 on gag where he's like, no, Remy, don't go. And he stops to look at him. He's, yeah, Remy, come back. And he leaves. He's like, no, Remy. And he looks again at Cricket. He's like, yeah, Remy, come back. And then he left again, no, Remy. And he looked again, yeah, Remy, please come back. He just leaves. That's like a 3 on gag. Okay. It was fine 3 times. So, they didn't do it 4th, that would be really annoying. Remy, just pick a decision. And Cricket's like, oh, he's gone. And the leader, Cyber Knight, is like, the girl Cyber Knight is like, oh, hey, Cricket, you gonna fight us, or you just all talk? And Cricket's like, hey, why don't we sell this on a duel? And she's like, oh, okay, fine, I'll accept your duel. He's like, okay, what do you wanna do? Water balloons, snowball fight? If you wanna do snowball fight, we have to wait till winter. It's like, no, drones, obviously. It's like, oh, shoot. It's like, okay, fine, drones it is. And we want to do it. And she's like, oh, right now. And then there's like 2 guys with her. It's like, oh, one is like kind of pink. It's like, oh, my sunscreen is wearing off. And the other one's like, oh, my video game like just downloaded. And it's like, okay, fine, we'll sell this at dawn tomorrow. And Tilly goes to Cricket and say, hey, Cricket, you don't have a drone. And he's like, I'll think of something, Tilly. He's like, sorry, I thought I heard something. He's like, I know I'm doing the right thing, but people get hurt, and it feels like it's the wrong thing. And Tilly has this she says something funny. He's kind of like, oh, brother, I wish I can hand you a machete for your moral thicket. She's poetic like that. And Cricket's like, oh, thanks, Tilly, but if you excuse me, I have a lonely battle to prepare for. And there's a cool transition of the sun fading to the moon, going back to the sun, kind of like the next day. And you see a kite with Cricket, so always using a kite. And the Cyber Knights has their drones, and it's like one of those, hey, well, what is that? And the girl's like, hey, you're gonna beat us with a kite? And he's like, these are the rules. If I lose, I bow down to you. If I win, you leave me, including my friends, alone. And she's like, okay, deal. And he's like, alright, let's fight. And there's like an old couple where, their husband and wife, I'm assuming. He's like, the husband's like, oh, just kids, just playing around. And he's like, oh, destroy. and he's like, oh, you can't dodge this forever, and Cricket used the kite to hit like 2 drones, and he's like, and the girl drone is just put 2 cuts on the kite, and he's like, alright, Cricket, you're gonna be defeated, bow down to us. And he's like, never. It's alright. And then you see a purple kite, and you see like, what was it, like 3 more kites, and he's like, and you see Remy, Kiki, you see Tilly, Remy, Kiki, Benny, Weezy, which is weird. There's like 5 people, and I only see 4 more kites. It's kind of off. I'm taking a point off for that too. That was kind of weird. And he's like, oh, I don't, and Remy's like, hey, Tilly told us what you were planning to do. And Kiki's like, yeah, you're right, Cricket. We don't want to be running away for the rest of our lives. And, Tilly's like, let's do this, Cricket. I'm with you, brother. And he's like, yeah, let's do it together. And she's like, oh, the Cyber Knight girl. It's like, oh, I don't care how many you are. You'll never defeat me. Never, never. And, you see, 4 kites go into the propellers, and then Remy's like, do the final blow, Cricket, and he does a cool move and knocks the drone to the ground, and big explosion. The husband and wife, and husband's like, oh, just kids being kids, and she's like, no, my drone, and he's like, hey, good game, but you lost, so take your drones and leave us alone. And she's like, okay, whatever. And they're the hover things, like running out of battery. Oh, we have to walk, and they just walk away. And he's like, oh, he's like, oh yeah, we did it. And Remy's like, oh, I'm sorry we took so long. And Cricket's like, hey, I'm sorry that things got out of hand and your internet's almost died. And he's like, hey, where's Benny? And Benny's like, oh, we took down 1 bully, I'm gonna take down the rest. And Cricket's like, oh, classic Benny. And an episode, 9 out of 10. And the first half was what was it called, breaking news, I believe. I could be wrong. Breaking news. That was 9 out of 10. So overall, episode 16, 9 out of 10. And everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. Give me a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday when I explain, my new schedule. It'll be my channel update. I'm gonna explain, my schedule, and why I'm talking with a low voice right now. So I'll explain it on Wednesday. All right. Bye.